CBD for anxiety. Okay. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I have anxiety, right? I don't. What I'm finding is a lot of people in the fitness industry all of a sudden is having all these kind of problems. You know, oh yeah, well, I've got anxiety. Never been any kind of hint or preview on that based on their background on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, anything like that. All of a sudden they have anxiety. Why? Because, oh yeah, I have anxiety, but this helped me. And they're promoting a product. I don't like people like that. I think, nah, I don't like people like that. So I'm going to give you the honest shit, right? And that's based on me. I do not have anxiety. What do I mean by that? I mean, I haven't been to a doctor and said, well, I have this symptom. And they've said to me, okay, well, you have anxiety. No. Do I get anxious about certain things? Correct. Yes, I do. I'll give you an example. I've recently started to further my education by taking some online courses. Now, these online courses have exams. I'm not good with exams. I hate exams. Now, coming up to the exams, normally I would be a bad person to be around. You know, I'd be snappy, generally in kind of a shit mood. Why? Because I'm stressing. I'm worried about what's going to happen. Oh, what if I fuck it up? What if this happens? What if that happens? I call that being anxious about something. Now, I'm not saying I have anxiety, but I'm anxious about my exams. And I can talk about based off previous experiences. When I was going to college, I wouldn't do an A-level because A-levels involved exams. I know I'm not good with exams because I know my mentality when I have exams. I know I become a bad person. So I didn't do A-levels. I did a B-Tech, which was coursework driven and a bit more creative. I enjoyed that. So when I came up to having these online courses and having exams, I literally was just like, oh, for fuck's sakes, I know what's going to happen. Now, I find that the CBD helped me on that. Yeah, I might have still been a little bit of a so-and-so, but not as much as I know I could have been. So I feel like that CBD helped my anxiety regarding the exams that I was about to sit. I do not suffer from anxiety on a day-to-day basis where I'm anxious about going outside or, you know, anxiety is a really... It could be a really bad thing. I spoke to one of my friends who has anxiety and they gave me an experience where they kind of wanted to go out. They wanted to go out. They're sat on their own in this room and they're looking at the walls. And they want to go out, right? So they message whoever and says, do you want to go out? They're watching these walls, yeah? And then all of a sudden, the plan is to go out. That's already cemented. But then they get anxious about going out, right? So then they cancel the going out. And I'm just like, just having that kind of, that might be a kind of a shit way of describing anxiety. And I apologize if that's offended anyone that actually has got anxiety, because I understand that this is a touchy subject to talk about, especially from someone who hasn't got anxiety. So if you can give a good description of what living with anxiety is like, then please share that experience with us in the comment section. But I'm not going to sit and say I deal with that on a daily basis, because I don't. As I said, I get anxious about certain things. Okay, buying a car. I bought a new car last year. Yeah, and I was anxious about it. I was like, shit, what if I'm driving and it fucks up? What if they sell me a fucked up car? What if this? That's my kind of anxiety that I deal with, right? And I get anxious about certain things. And I do feel like the CBD has helped me to deal with that. Deal with it. Not completely eliminate it, but deal with it in a better way. I've got a few friends who has the same kind of stuff. Not anyone that's dealing with anxiety to a maximum effort, to a high degree. But they've also said that they get, certain things that they get anxious with, they found that the CBD has helped them. So what I can say is, if you have anxiety, CBD is meant to be good for it. I can say that things that I'm anxious regarding, things that my friends have been anxious regarding, it's helped them and myself. So I would recommend trying CBD for your anxiety. Experience it. Does it work for you? It might not. It's a supplement, so it will affect different people in different ways. What works for me will not work for you. So I would suggest try the CBD for the anxiety. It might be very beneficial for you. And if it is, keep it. If it's not, cool. Well, you spent a bit of money. It was an experience. There you go. You're finished with it. And you know it for the future reference. So there we go, guys. I'm not selling a product, right? I'm giving you like a raw and uncut thing of what my thoughts are on CBD and anxiety. Okay? And I've given you a bit of a personal experience, some of my friends. But again, what I've described is nothing compared to what some people are actually dealing with. And I will say it again, if you have got anxiety, please, please, please put in the comment section what it's like to be you. Share your stories, because at the end of the day, I think that people need to understand what anxiety is. Because there's a lot of people out there that's pretending to have this thing in order to sell a fucking product so that they can make a certain percentage off that, and it's bullshit. Pisses me off. So there we go, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Comment in the comment section. As I've already said twice in this video, let me know your thoughts. Train hard, keep it live, get that dirty pump. And if you have the anxiety, try the CBD as a different way of managing it. And I will see you in the next one.